Oh, hey there! Oi, oi! And welcome to the Derv Derp channel. My name's Ski Nerd. That right there, that's Derp Derp. And we are here to review a movie called You're Next. And when he was choosing this movie, I got very confused. Because I asked, what movie? And he said, You're Next. Thinking, like, oh, the next movie that I chose. No, I'm stupid. And I am man enough to admit when I'm stupid and wrong.
I've seen this before. This was his first time. I saw it when it was originally in theaters 13 years ago,
Whoa.
and it, it's been hard to find, and I just found it on Netflix, and it leaves on Tuesday. So I thought we can just do a bonus review New Year's Eve to do Crazy House like we had planned,
Crazy
and do a
house.
movie that will be out after New Year's Eve today instead. Because Crazy House is the Nick Frost movie.
Ah, the Nick Frost movie. The guy from such
Shaun of
amazing
the
films as
Shaun of the Dead,
and
Hot Fuzz,
ooh,
At World's End, Paul, uh,
he was also in Into the Borderlands
uh,
or Into
Get.
the Badlands. I can't remember what
Most
it's called.
recently, he was in Getaway, which was a pretty decent movie. But
Anyways, let's talk about this movie that we just watched. It was kind of crazy, slow at first, but then it ramps up and it gets better and better and better. Um, so the
first,
opening credits or the opening scene, the intro scene, is about a college girl and this like older guy, and they're having sex, and he goes to take a shower, and she's downstairs listening to music, and she gets attacked and dies, and then the other guy comes out of the shower, and you guessed it, he also dies, and there's a message left on the window called, and it says "You're next." Um, So that's the intro to the there's a bad guy outside. Ooh, he's killing people. Anywho, we are introduced to a lot of these characters. Like, we don't need to know the names because, as you'll find out, they will die soon enough, and we don't really care.
it all centers around the Davison family. We have the dad, I won't say the name, the mom, uh,
There's three brothers.
three sons and one daughter, and their significant others.
Mm-hmm. And they all come to this house to have a vacation, and they're sitting down to dinner, and all of a sudden, one of
Uh,
the guys gets shot in the head with an arrow, and everybody starts freaking out. And now the movie starts. Uh, yeah, it is their 30. They were celebrating their 35th year anniversary, and that's why everybody's there. And they're there to have a nice fun time. Everybody meets everybody, and everybody else meets the family. And then all of a sudden, one of the guy dies. Death number one, arrow to the head.
and this
Boom.
was the main girl's first time meeting the whole family.
Yep. The main girl, her name is Erin,
Yep.
and her boyfriend Crispin. And yeah. Anyways, after the arrow to the head, there's a lot of arrow shots, or sorry, crossbow shots with these bolts. Um, they're being flung in like almost like a machine gun, but there's a lot of them. And people get down. Another one of the brothers gets shot in the shoulder. I think he was like the middle child or something. He was kind of a dick, as we found
Drake is his name.
out at the beginning. But he gets shot in the shoulder, and it's just like, oh no, he got shot in the shoulder. Oh no, and then other guy, oh no, he's dead. And so the cool thing is about Erin is she tells everyone, all right, get down, and we're gonna run past the windows where the bolts are flying in, and she tells everyone to hold up a chair, and that helps save their lives. It's like, oh, I'm glad you know that. That's really cool. Um, and everybody gets the grand idea that okay, they're all outside, they're attacking us, we don't know why, but if we send someone out running, they won't expect that, and they can go get help. And they find the fastest person there, which is some chick.
Amy, um, the one blood, the blood daughter of the family,
Okay, cool. Uh,
meaning the actual daughter, not the daughter-in-law.
yes, that's what blood daughter means.
But I wasn't sure if that was the correct term.
Blood
That
daughter
that
or
doesn't
daughter.
make sense to me. That's why.
Okay, I don't know what you want to do with that editor, but have fun with that. We'll see what happens. Anyways, death number two. So she runs outside, and you're thinking, oh man, she's gonna get out there. She's probably gonna get shot. Nope. There's a wire at the neck level, and she runs into it, and her neck gets cut, and now she's on the ground bleeding out, and everybody's like, oh my god.
That for me was my most memorable death of the movie.
Yeah, that was one of the good deaths. We'll get to our favorite deaths at the end. I got the list of deaths right here, so we'll go over them again, or we'll just go over our favorite ones. There was a couple that were really good. A lot of them were just like meh. But uh, then all of a sudden we got the mom goes upstairs to take a rest. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so traumatized." The dad puts a blanket on her, and then someone comes from under the bed and stabs the mom. So now she's dead. Machete through the head. You don't really see it. It's
But
just
you hear it. You
yeah,
you
you hear
hear
it.
her screaming.
Um, And then there's a scene where another guy is trying to climb through the window, and Aaron takes a knife and puts it in the dude's arm. And these guys they have masks. So one is a rabbit, one is
Nope,
uh,
you
what
got
is
it
it?
wrong again. One's a
It's
lamb, one's a fox, and one's a tiger.
lamb, fox, tiger. All right, cool. It's really hard because I thought it was a rabbit for sure, um, but it was probably the tiger. Anyways, doesn't matter. Um, so there's no wolf.
Nope, that was the fox.
Oh. So the fox, we learned that the fox was
There,
under the bed.
fox and wolf are both in the kind of same animal family. So.
So remember that song, What Does the Fox Say? Maybe this answers that, as the fox says things by stabbing you in the face. That's the language of the fox, apparently. That was a really poor joke, and I do apologize to everyone listening. I will commit seppuku now. Anyways, death number four. Uh, Sheep. One of the girls, Kelly, she runs out and goes to the neighbor's house, and she's like, "Hey, let me in," and then she gets punched in the face, which is great, and she crawls and sees the
Punched through two windows.
yeah, she gets punched in
Doors.
the face, and then her entire body goes through the glass window, or the what do they call it, the door panel glass,
The
the
veranda.
sliding door.
Veranda doors.
Yeah, sure.
Because, or she goes through two of them because it's a veranda.
Well,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It's a stupid horror story. Like that wouldn't happen. We all know that wouldn't happen. Nobody's that strong and nobody's that dumb. Anyways, well maybe they are. You know, mystery stuff. Anyways, so she gets punched in the face and she's crawling through glass, and she tries to go to the guy that's sitting on the couch for help, but he was the guy from the beginning who died. So he's just there, all rigor mortis like, and just anyways, so she gets axe to the head. So she's dead. That's death number four, baby. Um, at this point in the movie, I noticed that Crispin, Aaron's boyfriend, he was acting really suspicious. Like he wasn't. He was acting like more anxious than scared. Like it was an inconvenience that things were happening, and he just wanted to get out of there. Um, and he's just like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna go outside." And Kelly ran that way, so I'm gonna go for help this way. And he runs, and I was just like, "It's like, why isn't he like, you know, as traumatized as everyone else?" It didn't feel like he was, so that was really weird. Um, but we'll get to the end of what happens with Crispin because Crispin just like runs outside and disappears to get help. Um, and I put the question of, did he hire the killers? And I was like, it's all him, and he's here to kill his family. Okay, whatever. Um, and then the other question I had during the movie during this time was, why does Erin know survival skills? Because she's doing all these. Because they were asking like where they should go next, and they were like, oh, we can go in the basement. There's no windows down there. She's like, no, because they'll pour gas down there and light it up. And I was like, what? How the hell do you know that? Like, what have you gone through? We will get the answer to that. But until we get there, we're gonna focus on these other deaths, which are pretty great. Uh, Death number 5. Aaron kills the wolf, or was it the fox? I guess the fox with a meat pounder. Like he's coming in through a window, and she sneaks up, and she's like on the ground. She's like, "Oh my God, you came in!" And she uh, takes this meat grinder thing, hits him in the leg. He goes down, and then she continuously hits him in the head until he's dead. Um, like later, like the lamb sees him dead and like starts freaking out and flips over the table, the dinner table, and he's like, and you're like, why is he freaking out? I thought these guys were mercenaries. We found out later that that guy is literally his brother. So, yeah, spoilers. No, just kidding.
It's a movie that's 13 years old.
Yeah. And then Dad goes upstairs, and he finds a piss bottle and a bunch of like sleeping bag and like random snacks, and you're like, okay, this person was staying in this house for a long time.
In like a very small little room. Because earlier
Yeah, it was a
they're
little closet. Yeah,
inspecting the house and you see a door barely cracked open. That's the room.
yeah. I also forgot to mention that when the mom and dad came back to this house, it must be like a summer house or something like that. The door was already open, and at the beginning, the mom was freaking out that she heard like noise upstairs or something like that. And forgot to mention that. Whatever, doesn't matter now. We're on to death. That was death. Oh, we're on to death number 6. And so the lights go out immediately, and so Dad goes to the fuse box, turns the lights on, and he sees Felix and Z, his girlfriend. They're like, "Hey, what's happening?" They're like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to look over here and see if we can find anything." And then they walk over, and then one of the guys, I think was it the must have been the fox or the no. What are the different ones? Fox.
Fox, tiger,
Oh, it must have been the tiger then.
lamb.
The tiger slits the dad's throat, and Felix and Z just like watch in horror as he's like bleeding out. And as he's dying, Felix is like, "Took you long enough, my God!" And you're like, "Wait a minute, Felix and Z are here to kill these people? What the heck? This is messed up, man." Ooh, excuse me, I got something coming. Now it's death number 6. Mm, there we go. Uh, and then we get a scene where Aaron stabs the lamb. I think it was. It wasn't in the face. It was in the back.
Yeah, with a screwdriver.
Yeah, she was hiding in the closet, and people were talking, and so she heard like Felix say, "Oh yeah, I hired your guys, and you guys got to kill my family, and why is this girl so hard to kill? Doesn't make any sense." And uh, so Aaron stabs the lamb, and then Z is talking to Aaron or whatever, and she asks, "How do you know all this survival stuff?" As they're putting nails in wood to put on the floor in front of a window, so if someone jumps in, they'll step on a nail or whatever, right? And she's like, "Oh yeah, I grew up with like weird parents. They were all survivalists, and they
She
thought,
grew up in a survivalist compound.
yeah." And she learned a lot of survival skills. That's is why she knows how to take out people and what to do in different situations. Because this survivalist compound believed that the world's resources were going to run out in a couple of years. That obviously didn't happen. Well, not yet, anyways. But uh, yeah, she learned a lot of skills there, and that's how she's able to survive and defend herself. Anyways, then we get death number 7, where the younger bro, Felix, kills the middle bro, the guy who was shot with a bolt before,
Drake.
Drake, and he's just like, and they're talking about whatever. He's like, I gotta go find Kelly, and Felix is like, oh, you didn't know, because Drake passed out from the uh,
Crossbow bolt.
crossbow bolt. And he's like, oh yeah, Kelly's dead. I'm sorry, I have to tell you. And he's like, what? No, I gotta go find her. And he's like, I'm sorry, bro. And he just starts stabbing him. He stabs him with like a million different screwdrivers and stuff like that. Um, and that's just messed up. Death number 7, anyways. Um, then we get the scene where Aaron sees the lamb again, and she's hurt because she got stabbed in the leg. Uh, in previously, and she jumps out the window and she's running through the woods and she comes back into the house and she's like, "Oh God, I got to get away from these guys." Um, and this is the best scene ever. Um, so so they see her, jump through, and then they eventually like find her again, and everybody's chasing after her, and 3 of them go out, and the guy who got stabbed before, the lamb, he's kind of fallen behind. Uh, but anyways, he goes into one of the windows to try to follow her, and he sees the nails on the floor, but she put like 3 pairs of nail boards down. So he sees the one, and he's just like, "Huh, I got this." So he steps in, and he steps on a nail. Oh my god, this is one of the greatest scenes. I was so excited like watching this. He steps on the freaking nail, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, you stupid idiot! Oh, you didn't know there was another row? Oh my god!" And like it's revealed that these guys are like former army people, and it's just like, you didn't know this. You're being hired to heal people, and you didn't know these basic things. Come on, man. Come on. You're underestimating your opponent. You never do that. Anyways, I just thought it was funny. Uh, oh, and then another one, bro. Felix is then whining to the mercenaries he hired. He's like, oh my god, guys, you guys are failing. Oh my god, I had to like stab my own brother. Oh my god, like, why can't you do this on your own? I hired you to do this. Like, he's whining like a little bitch. Like, do you agree with this?
Yep.
Yeah. Why do you agree with this?
Because he's a rich, stuck up prick.
Yep, I didn't say it. He did. He's a rich stuck-up prick. That's what he said. Kaboom, baby. All right. Boom.
Hire other people to do your own dirty work.
Yeah, you can't go around killing your own family. Well, I guess that makes sense because it's about the inheritance. So if they go
Mm.
around killing people, um, it wouldn't work because they would be the first people suspected.
Make it look
Um,
like an accident.
yep. Um, exactly. Make it look like these deranged lunatics are coming into your house and killing your family for no reason. Anyways,
They
but
could
I just find it funny that he's like whining. He's like, I had to kill my own brother. Oh my god! Like, what are you guys doing?
have hired better assassins.
He's paying them 200 grand each. There's 3 assassins, I think it was. These 3 guys.
I think he needs to pay twice that for better ones.
Yeah. Well, there was an argument where the lamb guy, he's just like, yeah, that was my brother that was killed, and you need to make this better. He's like, oh, I'm sorry that your brother died. Like, and this really pissed off the lamb dude, and he puts him against the wall. He's like, what are you gonna do to fix this? He's like, oh, I'll pay you more money, like a little bitch that he is. He's like, "Oh, I don't have the money. If you kill me, you can't kill me because then I won't get the money. Oh, you gotta get. I'll give you more money. Blah blah blah." Oh, just a little bitch. Anyways, a little bitch. I shouldn't call him Felix anymore. I should call him little bitch. Um, and then Erin gets a text like earlier in the movie. They couldn't call 911 because someone was blocking all their signals. But she said like if you text them, it will eventually go through. And there was a text that she got that confirmed like, oh, the text went through, and that's when a lot of people like heard her and kind of chased her again. So she gets chased like twice, maybe three times or whatever. Um, and then we get an Erin chase, and this is where we get death number 8. And Erin stabs the lamb guy in the face, which is pretty sweet. Oh yeah, and then Erin runs away again, and she immediately makes a trap. It's an axe trap, so when you open the door, the axe comes and hits you in the face, and you die. And she thought they were all outside, and however, one of the guys comes through the window, and she looks at him, she's like, shit. And this is where she comes up with a camera lure, so she hears the guy chasing after her, and she knocks out all the light bulbs in this hallway, and she sets up this camera, and it's pitch black. So sets up this camera, it puts it on a continuous flash, and taking pictures or whatever, and uh, she eventually lures this military guy in. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Lures this guy in, and she kills him, and she smashes him in the face with whatever. Like this guy definitely like Derv Derp said, rolled a
Nat 1.
Nat 1. That's right, folks. Nat 1. Anyways, so that was death number 9. The Titan, not Tiger. Was it Tiger?
I don't know.
Yeah, Tiger dies. Because he's an idiot. And then, so all that's left is Felix, Z, and Erin. And she now knows because she overheard them talking about, oh yeah, we're supposed to kill this, blah blah blah. And we get death number 10, and they're all fighting in the kitchen. And she finds a blender and puts it on Felix's head and plugs it in. So now his brain is all
blended
together. It's really fun. That was a really good death. I really like that one. That was nice and unique. And then she immediately stabs Z in the head because she just does. So this woman who's been stabbed in the leg. I think it was a machete to the leg. It was a deep cut, and then she had another injury. I can't remember what it was, but she's being a badass and just like thwarting all these plans and stuff like that. And then the dead Felix, he gets a phone call, and it's a call from Crispin, and he's like, "Hey, is it done yet? Is it done?" She doesn't say anything, but he just talks. She lets him talk. He's like, "Hey, is it done yet? Oh, I know I didn't come in and help you guys, but you guys know I'm a pacifist, right? Yeah, I know. We're gonna go in and celebrate our winnings and our money. It's gonna be fun. Okay, awesome, great, bye." And Erin confronts him and has the phone. And it's just like, "You son of a bitch." And he starts with this plea like, it's like, "Hey, come on, babe. You know that you weren't in any danger, right?" And she's like, "You weren't gonna kill me." She's like, "Of course we weren't gonna kill you. You were supposed to be the witness who didn't have any ties to the family. Listen to me, babe. We're broke. And you have all these student loan debts. And you're a bartender right now. You could pay off your student loans, and it's $500,000. You could pay off your student loans, and you could get the job that you actually want. It'll be fun." And as he's doing this, he's getting closer and closer. And at the very end, she just stabs him in the neck. And right then and there, she gets shot by a cop who was on his way.
neck and then in the eye.
Oh yeah, neck in the eye. That was death number 12. So she gets shot. She's not dead though, and so now she's like crawling to the front door, and as she's doing that, the cop comes in, and he opens the front door very slowly. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, because the axe comes in his face, and then the movie ends. Phrasing: the axe swings down and cuts his face in half. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. That's the end of the movie. What did you think of it, sir?
As a second time viewing, I liked it. Like, still.
Yeah, you remembered like more deaths, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, that happened. Oh yeah, that
As
happened.
as it started, like right before I remembered most of them.
Yeah, this was a good twist. I like the survival chick. She kind of like made this movie a movie, and just seeing all the different survival like tricks that she does, like knowing to nail the boards, and that was it wasn't a death, but the best. I thought the best scene was the guy stepping on the nail. Mm. Why do I keep burping? Anyways, the guy stepping on the nail, and that was just hilarious. The other one was the second death of the piano wire. How would you like start running and be like, I'm going to save my family, and just like bloop. I thought the piano wire was gonna like chop off her head. Oh, hello. Hi.
Hi. Were you on video?
Yeah. Don't edit. It's recording. It's not live or anything.
Okay. Where's my leave?
I haven't moved it from the bathroom.
Has it been in the
You're
bathroom?
next. Brought to you by Aleve.
You sound like Travis Kelce. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
How much was that commercial worth?
0.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. I mean, they owe me money, of course. I probably won't get it, those rich prick assholes. Anyways, what were we saying? Oh yeah, the piano wire death. That was really cool. Did you have a favorite death at all?
Piano.
Piano wire. Yeah. There was only like 2 good deaths that I thought. Also the camera trap, the camera lure trap. That was really smart. It's just the guy was really dumb, and you're gonna come and like, oh look, it's a camera that's making flashes. Are you dumb? You know the girl's in there. You're dumb. You're really dumb. Why? And second of all, why don't you have a flashlight? Why don't any of them have a freaking flashlight? You guys are mercenaries, and you come to kill someone at night without a flashlight. What are you, stupid? Well, they're dead now, so it doesn't really matter. But so that proves it. Um, but yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. The twist at the end was really good. I
Might
give it
want
a
to watch
solid,
it before it leaves Netflix on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or Wednesday.
um,
Even though this won't go up probably until after that.
yeah, it'll come back though. It'll be worth a watch. They can always rent it or something. But yeah, I give it a 3.8. Not quite maybe 3.9. Not quite a 4. 4 is like a solid like, yeah, I love this movie. I didn't really love this movie, but the main character and her backstory and personality um, made the story better, and the twist at the end with even though I predicted it, and I'm sure a lot of people have predicted it, that this guy was in on it, and these 2 brothers wanted to kill their entire family to get inheritance because they were broke. It's like, bruh, you have a family. Why not like say, hey, I need like help or something from your family? That's what you're supposed to do. But yeah, these people are dumb. So yeah.
One thing I liked about it was there isn't any big time actors.
Nope, I didn't recognize anyone. I did recognize the dad though, but it wasn't like, oh, he was in this. It was, I've seen him somewhere in another movie like as a side character.
Rob Morin is his name.
Was he in Dumb and Dumber? He was in Dumb and Dumber. Oh, he was a bartender in Dumb and Dumber. Okay. That's right. He was a bartender. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's probably the one that's in the most.
Yeah. Not a big time actor, but he's been in enough stuff to be like, oh yeah, I've seen you. It's
You're
it's
going
not
to
famous.
bed. If you hear Millie when later on, and she won't stop, can you just let her out?
Yep.
Let her back in.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Night, guys.
Good night. All right, cool. This is going great. People love it when nobody's talking on a recording, right?
That and also the dad and also some of the like people that are barely in the movie, like the guy at the beginning and the the college student.
Yeah. What about him?
This is his filmography. He's in quite a bit.
Yeah, he look older. So. Can the viewers see what you're
Yep.
scrolling? Okay. As long as they can. That's what matters.
And he's also a writer.
He was
Director.
in Jaws. Wow.
Producer.
Cool.
Larry Fessenden.
Well, what did you rate it?
I give it a, since it's my second viewing, a 4.
A 4. All right, I give it a 3.9.
My first
Out of 5.
viewing, I probably would have given it more like a 4.5.
Yeah, I mean the very beginning was very slow, and 13 years ago, yeah, that movie would have been more spicy back then. It was like, oh, it starts off slow, but then it gets really good. It's like, oh wow, but nowadays is people want things right now, and
The reason why I lowered it is because I knew almost most of the movie already.
yeah, it wasn't. It's not as mysterious the second time, right? Unless you have amnesia like every day, and it's like, oh, let's watch this movie. Oh, that was so scary. So, all right, I guess we'll end it there. Anyways, I'm Skinner. That's Derp Derp, and
We will review Crazy House on Wednesday. Or Tuesday. One Piece Wednesday. Podcast Thursday.
And when we have time, Squid Games season 2.
And next Saturday, we'll probably start Anime D&D.
Cool. All right, we'll look forward to it. Thanks for watching. If you're still watching, leave a like, subscribe if you want, comment if you want to see any particular movie, or if you want us to review any particular movie, and sayonara. All right, let's end the shit.
Hopefully by next week, my shoulder's better.